Oh,
No,
in
but
fact, I guess it doesn't even attack.
Yeah, it glitches it so bad that it's just you're stuck in the Sagittarius doing absolutely nothing. That's amazing. Wow. Huh, I've actually never seen this glitch like that. Welcome everyone to this wonderful speedrun by none other than SBD Wolf. You have me, Chad Moldenhauer, the art director at Studio MDHR, and
Jared, the lead game design at Studio MDHR.
so we already missed one glitch that happened by, not a glitch, but a speedrun strategy actually, where you can just pause and exit to map straight from Elder Kettle's house to save some time. We should probably mention that this is, all of the speedrun is done on the first version of Cuphead, which you can actually still play on Steam with the beta branch.
Yeah, the Legacy.
Oh, yes, Legacy. So this whole first level is just showing what can be done with a dash and not much else.
Right here is the ledge clip. It's something that we knew always existed, and even at that point, it was adjusted so that you could make a dash to get past the Acorn Maker. Just wanted to make sure there was multiple ways, including using your parry attack charm over, or parrying over the pink things, but also the bonus of just clipping underneath.
Yes. Now let's see what he actually purchases.
I love that purchase on the way out. the close it just as you're getting your last, and also the quick equipped. It's
Oh god, that is amazing. While the tooltip is up. So now are these two weapons the strongest combination for this Legacy version?
I believe these are the strongest combination. They have both of them have the benefit of something that lasts longer on screen. So in between times like this, you can build up the most max damage before something can appear.
Yes. And also, for anybody watching, this is a glitch we knew about when we were in the last months of Cuphead development, and it was on our list. It just didn't quite happen to snag it.
Yeah, there was so much just sitting there of things that have to get done for the game, and then the glitch of the weapon swap to get the extra damage was just so close to last minute getting fixed before the patch. But in some way it's just kind of nice because it has that Contra 3 Super Nintendo Entertainment System glitch, the easy way to pass stuff.
Yes, and I think for people who don't know what this weapon glitch is, it allows you to switch quickly between two weapons and still use and not have any delay between, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and that I've never seen that frog skip this fast, where they did so much damage during the first couple phases of the fight that it just kind of glitched them.
He takes advantage, actually, now that I'm looking at it, that they have two separate hitboxes, which was kind of a lack of foresight. So by getting inside and taking the damage and then using the EX to hit both of them with it, it's sort of getting double damage. Whoa. During that state. Yeah.
Damn. This guy's hauling. I love that you can also see what he's pressing on that bottom right graphic.
No, that's amazing. I've always kind of wanted to see that on older speedrun videos, but now you get the exact...
Mm-hmm. Oh, the intro of the slime is a nice nod to Felix the Cat. Take off his head and give you a little hello.
This is also just sad to see him cut from can't even get to the final form in time. It's amazing.
Yeah, this all happens because the weapons are doing so much damage so fast that the game thinks you're already on a different phase before that phase is ended, and it just starts glitching, right?
Yes. That is some
Man.
impressive times, though.
Yeah. No, this is just so awesome to see, though. Like, that's kind of was our dream going into this. Just imagine if one day people, somebody speedruns a game and they find cool ways to pass stuff. So watching this in person is always a blast. Good old Hildeberg. I kind of wish instead of "huh," she said "know what I mean" when she attacked you.
That one damage boost there is also just wonderful. The take the hit, so on the way back your EX travels at the same speed, maxing like the potential damage of the EX because it stays consistently in her hitbox. And then he does it again, I believe. Yeah. This is definitely top speedrun strat. To glitch it so you won't even get to the final phase. Oh, in fact, I guess it doesn't even attack.
Yeah, it glitches it so bad that it's just... You're stuck in the Sagittarius doing absolutely nothing. That's amazing. Wow. Huh, I've actually never seen this glitch like that. And then the death still has the hind end of the horse sitting there. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I had, from playtesting it so many times, I tried to get down to the point where I could beat everything in under a minute, but I definitely struggled on, a few of the shmup bosses. So it's just amazing to see how everything in the game ended up being in under a minute.
This is wild. Taking hits just to get extra damage. Love it. It's like the kind of stuff we always saw years ago watching speedruns of old NES and Sega Master System games. Just all the cool strategies they employ to just break a game. Oddly enough, do we have any really big breaks in the game from doing crazy strats like this? Or you could still... Do you know what I mean? Does the game ever crash?
I think there are a few. I think there's a few of the... a game freeze glitch, where I think you have to stop and restart again. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It might have been tied to, a parry freeze or something like that.
Yes. Love the King Dice House. I'm just looking. Yeah, this is an all bosses speedrun. For a second, I got tricked because he played the first level, but he only did that to get the money.
Correct. So this is one of those cases where if we had a little bit more time, I wanted to try to be as cognizant of speed running as we could be. There's always going to be some RNG that throws you off. But this fight has certain things, like some of the deaths take too long, like that Jawbreaker does right there, where the initial idea, which we never got around to, was maybe the very first time you fight him, we would have a preset order, then after that the randomizer would kick in.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's something actually to mention, that even though a lot of these strats that are happening are breaking the game, and I say that with quotes, that we always kind of played around with ideas, and you always thought of a lot of stuff that this is going to be better for a speed run, or this is going to make it easier when you're playing the game much faster. So there was always thinking of ways of how we can actually do stuff to make the game feel better as a speedrun game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and inevitably knowing that speedrunners are always going to outsmart you and find another 20 ways to break your game. It's kind of accepting certain pathways and allowing some things to exist in case it helps speedrunners, but knowing they're always going to find something that we never could have predicted. That's a lot tougher than it looks to dodge that close.
Yeah, that's insane. And the weapon swap here, I was just going to say, probably just totally...
I believe he did a pause trick to speed it up, too. There's something with the the pausing after the death of the little bird.
Oh, that speeds up either the entrance of phase 3 or something like that?
I'm pretty certain, because I've seen videos before where the pause clicks in, and I'm not 100% certain why, but it's the only thing I can kind of rationalize, is it must take that delayed time of waiting for him to get off the screen and starts the next phase quicker.
Man. Huh, I didn't even know about that.
Ooh. Jimmy the Great. This is definitely one of the things we didn't catch early enough is, as you can see, he's throwing bombs off screen. So we have a lot of bosses where their other phases are sort of lingering off the scene, so you can deal damage even if they're not there. Oh man, does he push that to the last second to squeeze in between.
Wow. Just any chance. What do you know? What he would be hitting down there? Would it just be the X phase?
I think what was down there was the marionette, if I remember properly. I'm not sure why it was stored. Oh, it's probably because that's where it pulls from. So this coffin would be out the top, and then the marionette would be kind of down center. And then another amazing skip right there of no marionette and no final phase.
Man, 50 seconds just murders through that whole fight. It's amazing. It's so funny, all the things that you can't even fathom when you're making a game that just can be exploited, which is awesome, like the best thing ever.
Oh, it is. I was so excited to see like how the speedrunning was going to turn out, or if people would, and exactly what they would figure out. So there's another case of he was attacking EXs off the side of the screen at probably the horse, just to buy himself time before he's completely broke the second phase.
Oh yeah, I remember how busted this looks. Just every death layered on top of each other. Not even death. Something's even in his like going upwards pose. But there's a part of me that actually really loves that we didn't ever get back to fix that weapon swap glitch for the first version of the game.
Oh, I know.
There's so much cool speedrun stuff within just using that.
Oh, absolutely. Legacy has technically more glitches and excitement because of it. Even though some things, like this dragon fight, if I remember correctly, was just completely missing a hitbox for final phases. We'll see.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll see if he does it.
Shooting off the side of the screen? That's just to build up the roundabout bullets?
So this, even on this, and I think the final phase, completely somehow missed the hitbox inside of them, so you can just stand in there.
Oh, damn.
No, I know.
Holy, that is brilliant. I mean, so awesome that we intended it that way. It's funny when the soul contract, it almost takes more time than beating the boss.
Yeah, that gets a little awkward. But that's the beauty of speedrunning. It's the same thing as some of the Sonic levels. It's way longer to just get the points at the end of the level than it is when they speedrun the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I love Sonic speedruns. Okay, let's see. Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. Just deals so much damage without even trying. Now, that took the hit there just to make sure he could be as close as he could at the top, dealing damage? Oh, and this just holds her in place?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. Dead before even the transition anime plays. Or animation.
Holy, that was short. 30 seconds.
That's... Oh man. Yeah, that's from not having like a health trigger to cut out that if you've passed into the next phase, the longer attacks, like the chain, it would have been better if we had it cancel after like a bullet or two to start the animation. So I'm gonna assume the RNG is you want that chain to happen so you have a chance to kill it before you even see anything else.
This should be interesting.
Oh, this one's the classic. Even sadly to me, I'm kind of sad to see it out of the patch. Is this quick 14-second insta kill, and one of the only uses for the secondary weapons EX.
And so is there like some hardcore timing to get that done right?
I believe so. Like, I don't know the ins and out of it. I think it's something like the HP has to be somewhere pretty precise, so it's the timing of the amount of shots and damage you know. Then you have to finish it with a series of EXs connecting all the shots at once. But I'm not exactly certain why.
Man, that's 14 seconds. I think I remember seeing some early speedruns of Sally. I can't remember. Does it glitch pretty nice on this?
It's just that you can get a lot of damage from like pre-hitting her hitbox. I think her final phase, he was aiming up earlier, is always lingering right there.
Oh,
so you can always
yeah.
in between. So it's almost like no phase really starts. And then something simple too is like this phase was intended to be that it picks the opposite side of the screen to spawn where she comes in. But we just missed that beat, so you can always guarantee that it's going to appear right there.
Damn. I love that whole stage, even though it's like scope creep times a million. I just love how that whole fight turned out.
Yeah, it's almost strange watching it and realizing there's hardly any time to think or really speak before boss is over, onto the next, boss is over, onto the next.
Mm-hmm. I find this is also a lot different than how we usually watch or play, right? Like, you're play testing the game or testing things out. You don't look at it with you're analyzing it, less of taking it in. So it's rare that we get to actually kind of just sit back and watch everything happen. Hey,
there's something
bad.
too here, but I can't. I'm not sure. I just see speedrunners do the EX of the lobber downwards, and like I don't know exactly functionally why, but I believe it does like a double hit or a triple hit if it collides with ground and the boss.
Oh. But oddly enough, that fight actually felt normal. Like, you got to see all the phases, even though they were really quick, and there was nothing that glitched. Intentional.
Well, here comes Captain Brinybeard, one of our original bosses ever done in the game, for all forms, and kind of having that moment where you realize, like, this game's, or this is it. We're onto something.
Mm-hmm. I have fond memories of this. A lot, like, this was also used too as not a testing ground, but where we really, this is the first vertical slice that we polished of the game. So it's like the first time we saw a fully complete background, and lots of boss animation. Oh man, you can try at that part. Like the bullets from the whaleboat that he's spitting out is a nice little nod to Metal Slug 3? Metal Slug 2? Crab attack? Can't remember which one.
I can't recall either.
It's from one of the earlier Metal Slugs. Huh. Just sit right there.
Wow, that's
Brave.
lose all your health in the first second.
I wonder, is this one that... Can you kill it on phase 2? No. You still get to actually witness that for a short few seconds. Oh, and if you sit really close, you actually don't get turned to stone on that
Yeah.
attack.
The spawn of its hitbox is just enough space to sit in between.
God, that is awesome. Oh yeah, now we're on to Phantom Express.
Which was another one of those bosses that I had a difficulty trying to finish in under a minute. It was mainly the shmup ones, and then this one just had a hint more of lingering.
But you eventually got it without the...
I don't know if I did. It might have been just a hair after.
Curious to see how this plays out. Might just be pretty straightforward. Yeah, because technically these don't really trigger... Like, you can't trigger the next boss to come in fast. You always have to wait for the train to move.
Yeah, their individual HP means you kind of can't outdo... Oh man, that looked awesome. The last shot just had the delayed hit and death before he switched over.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That is something else.
I love this stage. Still, like, trying to get the vibes of Skeleton Dance.
That's a great one cycle too.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah, there we go. I never would have cracked a minute then.
No,
I would have been always suffering on the outside of it.
that still is a really... just a really nice, straightforward display of skill. And sometimes watching this, you think like, that actually doesn't look that hard, but this is like super precise stuff.
Yes, everything he's doing is pretty spot on.
Now, all bosses, does that mean you try to roll ones here?
No, I think that's 100%.
Okay. This is just...
So this counts as the entire scene counts as a boss, I believe.
That makes sense. Can't remember the chip stack's name.
Chips Bedigan.
Oh, yeah.
That was impressive, though. This one's hard to beat quick because it's hard to line up to where you can hit him on the hitbox. I don't think I've ever seen the stay one frame in front of his body and shoot upwards.
Yeah, that was nice. There's no way to speed up this scene.
At least we were kind enough to do the always starts on a 1. So for 100% run type of thing, you can guaranteed get the path.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just staying a few pixels away.
I also can't tell if he had that missed like empty EX just on that fight too. Because
they're sauce.
I wasn't sure if I saw the actual spark effect of the weapon. Was the one of the negative things about having the weapon swap glitch is something to do with the speed of switching weapons, that you can sometimes launch an EX and get nothing. And this here, classic glitch, always knew about, had no time. That's programmed that if boss ever reaches outside of screen, auto kill it. So it's good to see it be put in use.
Oh, but is that one
I
of the
almost
weird
miss
ones?
it.
Is that one of the weird ones though, that you can glitch the game, like maybe a hard lock or hard freeze?
I don't think so. Like, you might be able to do one of the glitches of something to do with the parry or parry and death at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
in that, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's something you can lock out.
Oh, they just
Yeah.
crushes through that whole thing.
Oy.
And now on to the devil. Now, I actually don't think I've ever seen this speedrun. Since the target isn't moving, I imagine he just goes for the jumping attacks. I love holding yourself in the air with the EX as a strategy to dodge things.
Yeah, just a little extra defensive maneuver. And there's another classic, get damage out of the side of the screen while you can. See, there's the other pause trick, and I think it's something to do with it'll let you control your character a fraction earlier or lean this.
No. It killed the scared animation.
Oh, yes. So it does
So
let you play the character a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
my god. You're talking
not
about
even
it and it's
anything.
done. Didn't even cut to the tears.
Holy, that is amazing.
Wow. Bravo.
Yeah. No, that is a feat and a half.
That's also something, like, in our heads, or in my head at least, I was thinking, like, I wonder if this game's going to be, like, just a sub 30 minute run in the end. But seeing this at, like, 23 mins, that's insane.
Yeah, this just takes it to like something that I could never even believe if you told me. But I love it.
It makes me wonder if you can take off 18 more seconds and get sub 23. It doesn't look like it.
But yeah, it doesn't look like it. But again, just from watching speedruns over the years, it always comes up. There's a new strat that you can do that glitches this thing or shaves off time here and there. So I would never say never to that.
I would agree. I like that surprise. You never know what's going to come with the community.
And especially, yeah, I think people should definitely check out SBD Wolf's other speedruns. He has a lot of really cool stuff. And even some world records too, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah, I believe he might be the Castlevania world record on NES.
That is wicked. Well, thank you so much to IGN for letting us do this. This was actually super fun. I think we're both looking forward to watching more speedruns of Cuphead. And yeah, this is Chad Moldenhauer signing off and saying goodbye. And thank you a lot.
Yeah, and thanks IGN, and definitely extra love and thanks to all the speedrunner community and AGDQ and everything that comes from what you guys do, and keep us all entertained. Keep it up. We look forward to seeing more and more, and I guess they'll take that as a cue to take off. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Take care.